A salesman is sitting with his new client. The final T is crossed and the last I is dotted on the contract. And as his new client takes a sip of coffee, the salesman shares that he'd like a few referrals. Just 100 or so of your closest friends and customers, he says. And the customer's eyes bulge and he literally begins to choke on his coffee. He's apoplectic. And the salesman says, "What? Too many? Okay, how about just 3 or 4? Hi, I'm John Witt. Humor is a wonderful antidote for breaking a potentially awkward moment, and asking for referrals can certainly qualify as potentially awkward. This particular line anchors the bar ridiculously high and then reintroduces it at a level so low as to seem more than reasonable. Welcome back to the Orchestrating Killer Referrals video series. Today I'm sharing part 4 of my Orchestrating Referrals process. Orchestrating means that you are creating referrals for your business with intention and predictability. That's the key. Now, if this is the first video you've watched in the series, or you haven't seen or read parts 1, 2, or 3, I encourage you to watch them now. Then come back to this one. You can see and read them all on my blog at www.businesswit.com/blog. And there's a link in the description above or below this video, so you can go there right now. Now, all referrals require the absolute prerequisite that I outline in video number 1. Part 2 outlines your killer referral sources. And in video 3, I share the pre-frame method for positioning your client with the right referral mindset. In just a few seconds, I'm going to share a process for the critical function of overcoming client referral fears. But before I do that, let me tell you what's coming up. In my next videos, I'll share when and how to ask for referrals, and how to close the loop and create a continuous refillable cycle of killer referrals. Now, there are 2 key fears, one major, one minor, that must be addressed for the client to feel comfortable in making a referral. Reputation management is the primary obstacle. But how to make a referral can be a challenge as well. Understand that clients and prospects are fearful of providing referrals. I mean, how would you feel if you referred a service provider to your best friend or client and the service provider fell on his face? Would you be worried about your reputation? Or imagine that you have spent years building a professional relationship with someone who's a leader in your field. Well, let's call him John. Over time, a strong mutual respect has grown between you and John. Then one day you get an email out of the blue from a person you've never met before, and this person wants to know if you will introduce him to John, your trusted colleague. Would you feel comfortable providing an introduction for this random person to John? To orchestrate your killer referral strategy, you must always strive to reduce, minimize, or altogether eliminate client fears. If for some reason you don't deliver your amazing service, it will reflect badly on them, and their reputation will be hurt, and their self-esteem will drop. Making a referral is a risk. Steve Gordon, author of Unstoppable Referrals, asserts that fear is the major reason that clients do not give you referrals. They have good relationships with members in their circle, but they're always running scared that something could jeopardize those relationships. And while they believe that you are a fine fellow and you'll do a great job, they are not sufficiently confident about this to make a referral. The risk is much lower if they simply sit on their hands, and so they do that, and your business loses. Gordon's solution is simple. Eliminate all thought of sales. Instead, come up with something that your client can offer to his circle that is so immensely valuable that you are now doing him a favor rather than the other way around. When you deliver on the referral, your client will be proud to have reciprocated your goodwill and proud that they could make an amazing referral to their friend or associate. Up until you deliver your service, the result is cloudy. A valuable gift removes the cloud of uncertainty. Andy Lopata, who has written 3 books on networking, is even more provocative. He says that in many instances, clients don't give referrals because they don't want you to succeed. Now, this is really deep. Your client wants you to do well and remain in business, but not so well that your business really takes off and you get droves of clients and he becomes less important to you. He wants to be taken care of and, at some level, suspects that this will suffer if you are wildly successful. He will not sabotage you, but he will take his foot off the gas pedal, and he does this by holding back on referrals. Your role is to reassure your client frequently that providing referrals will only increase his value to your company and that higher value customers receive additional levels of service, often at no additional cost. Start your referral relationship off on the right foot with the mindset that you are not looking for a sale. You are looking for an introduction to a rich new relationship. Studies show that only about 7% of the population is likely to need your services or products immediately. Another 10% or so might be persuaded that buying your products or service may be valuable right now. But that still leaves 83% of the population not ready or willing to buy right now. When you offer a valuable gift or service that your client can be proud of, you're telling your client that your primary value is the introduction. Your client needs to know with 100% certainty that you will do everything in your power to deliver a wow customer experience to whomever they refer. Offering a gift, a product, or service moves the referral opportunity away from a sales conversation and into a unique introduction opportunity. If you're a jeweler looking for referrals, you might offer a pair of earrings to the referred prospect, free of charge. Think how your client will feel if they know that their referral resulted in their friend receiving a free pair of earrings. Now, gifts come in many shapes and sizes. You can also offer a gift of help. And you can make this offer without having to ask for a referral. And it can have the same result. Here's an example. Jen and Steve, if you're ever in a situation where someone you care about needs my help, I want you to know that I'm here for you. And I'll have a call with them, and I'll help them in any way I can. I might not be able to take them on as a client, but we can at least give them some guidance and help them to avoid making big mistakes. By doing this with a genuine intention to help, you offer an act of service instead of asking your clients for a favor. Imagine if your doctor or your lawyer offered this service. You'd be grateful, not painfully uncomfortable, right? The other fear, important but less challenging, is knowledge-based. Your client might feel awkward or less than competent in the process of making a referral. And one suggestion is to develop a raving fan referral letter. You can set the baseline as a template and customize it for each client. Your raving fan referral letter provides the client with the best words and syntax for delivering the referral, either in writing or in person. Make sure they know how to best refer you. Chances are they're not great at making referrals. Coach them through the process. Make it as easy as possible. Now, you can message me down below if you'd like a sample raving fan letter, and I'll send one out right away. Here's what you should do now. Subscribe to my channel below so you get notified when each new video is uploaded. Or subscribe to my blog for each weekly video and an update on Business Wit events and activities. The link is in the description box above or below this video. Lastly, scroll down and leave a comment. Let me know you're here and how this content works for you. Cheers to your success.